their last home game of the season. This club are not defensive about it. Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a major breaking news video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. And do you know what? I was just getting ready to go to the gym and then bang, big news drops. Mykhailo Mudryk has been provisionally suspended from football for returning an adverse finding in a routine drugs test. Still awaiting obviously the B sample to come back, but he has been provisionally suspended from football whilst the process is obviously carried out. Now, I remember saying the other day, everything seems to be going too well at Chelsea. You know, it just feels like something's about to happen. And here we have a big situation in regards to Mudryk. Now, he's not featured for the club since the game against Heidenheim. He's missed the last 5 games. Now, the reason given originally was illness. Now, obviously, it's come out that there's been an adverse finding in a routine drugs test, which would explain his absence. And obviously, the club probably haven't been able to say what the official reason was. So they've just said that he was obviously unwell. Now, we had original reports coming out overnight in Ukraine suggesting that this had happened, and now it's been picked up on by the English media and everywhere else that Mykhailo Mudryk has indeed failed a drugs test, awaiting a B sample, of course. But this is the news from the Daily Mail. Breaking news: Mykhailo Mudryk has been provisionally suspended from football after being notified of a positive drugs test by the FA. Club supportive of player who has missed last 5 games, substance only available overseas, awaiting a B sample. Now, the article itself states that Mudryk has been officially suspended from football after being notified of a positive drugs test by the FA. The 23-year-old missed the club's last 5 matches and has not featured since the Europa Conference League match against Heidenheim. It's understood that Mudryk has been unavailable for selection due to a suspected adverse and analytical finding. FA rules state a player notified of a test result can be provisionally suspended. They then have the chance to respond with an explanation before a decision is made on a potential charge. Chelsea are thought to have launched an investigation. Mail Sport understands the probe is thought to centre around a contaminated supplement. Mudryk is known to have undergone a test in August, which was clear, and insists he has not changed his behaviour since. There is a belief that any potential contamination may have happened outside the country because the substance involved is not available in the UK. Mudryk is still waiting on the result of a B sample or whether or not it confirms the finding of his AIM sample. The player is thought to be cooperating with the club, and they are very supportive of his explanation. Mail Sport has been in contact with a specialist sports law firm acting for Mudryk since Friday and had been repeatedly told that the player has not been charged with a doping offence. They have again been contacted for comment. Obviously, Mudryk has not been seen in training at Cobham since the game against Heidenheim. So that is the news with that one on Mykhailo Mudryk. Now, Chelsea have also released a club statement, and that club statement, let's bring it up on screen now, reads, it's very short, brief, and to the point. They can't say too much, but Chelsea Football Club can confirm the FA recently contacted our player Mykhailo Mudryk concerning an adverse finding in a routine urine test. Both the club and Mykhailo fully support the FA's testing programme, and all our players, including Mykhailo, are regularly tested. Mykhailo has confirmed categorically that he has never knowingly used any banned substances. Both Mykhailo and the club will now work with the relevant authorities to establish what has caused the adverse finding. The club will not be commenting any further. Okay, so that is the news there. And then, of course, Mudryk himself has been on to his social media, and he has posted to his Instagram saying this: I can confirm that I've been notified that a sample I provided to the FA contained a contaminated substance, a banned substance, sorry. This has come as a complete shock as I've never knowingly used any banned substances or broken any rules. And I'm working closely with my team to investigate how this could have happened. I know that I have not done anything wrong and remain hopeful that I'll be back on the pitch soon. I cannot say any more now due to the confidentiality of the process, but I will as soon as I can. Now, for what it's worth, I do actually believe him. Now, the substance in question is believed to be a substance that was banned in the UK in 2016. And it raises suspicions that perhaps this adverse test was returned whilst on international duty. Clay obviously saying he believes they believe it potentially has come from a contaminated substance. Now, again, until we actually know the full picture of the story, it's very hard to comment on what has actually happened and how this has actually happened. But if the B sample's confirmed, if he is banned, if they don't buy his explanation, then you're potentially looking at a 3 or 4 year ban, like we saw with Paul Pogba, which then could obviously be reduced. So there's a long way to go until we get to that point, but it's obviously really not good news. The B sample is expected to be, analysed in the next few days. It was in the end of October. That to me suggests international break. October international break. So it's obviously potentially happened when he was away with Ukraine. You obviously can't get this substance in the UK. So again, look, for what it's worth, I think he comes across as a very honest guy, and I genuinely believe him. Call me naive if you want, that he hasn't done anything knowingly wrong, and there could be a genuine mistake where he's taken a contaminated substance. Now, of course, people might say, "Oh, it's up to you to make sure you check everything that's put in your body as a footballer." And look, I get that to a degree, but you haven't got the time to be doing that as a footballer yourself. So you have a team of people around you that you trust, and if someone's in his team is not checked, then they've massively let him down. Or if it is just a genuinely contaminated substance, then you have to find out why that was contaminated, and get to the bottom of it that way. But obviously, Mudryk won't be featuring for Chelsea for the foreseeable future. This is major news. And look, I'm wishing him all the best. Hopefully, we can get this resolved, definitively one way or another really soon. So let's wait and see what happens in regards to this. Now, I'm not going to be jumping on the bandwagon, criticizing him, coming out with statements left, right, and center about what may or may not have happened. These are the facts. I'm dealing with the facts. And until more information comes out and the picture becomes clearer, there's not really too much more to add on it, other than he is provisionally suspended. We're awaiting the outcome of a B sample, and then we obviously move forward from there. Now, of course, it doesn't look good. It never looks good when players come out and they've failed routine tests. But let's hope the B substance is clean. He himself has categorically confirmed that he's never knowingly used any banned substances. So you would not come out and do that if you had knowingly taken them, because then you would look like an absolute idiot, wouldn't you? So for what it's worth, I do believe him, as I've said. And all we can do right now is support him at what must be a very, very difficult time for him. It's really not good. The sample's believed to be called meldonium, and it's believed to be a performance-enhancing drug that was banned in 2016. Players' representatives have not yet commented. I think they, Mudryk's commenting now, so I think they have. And look, at the end of the day, all we can do is wait for the pictures to become clearer, and let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. So look, I think there could just be a genuine mistake here, but at the end of the day, until the picture becomes clearer, anyone suggesting otherwise is just pure speculation. He's put a statement out saying he's never knowingly used any banned substances. So hopefully, in the best case scenario, it's just a mistake that's occurred, and there was no way of knowing. But in a worst case scenario, it could be, facing ban for a number of years. But, let's wait and see how this one plays out. But of course, this is some major news. And I don't think it was something that any of us were expecting. And, everything was going so well. And as I said at the top of the video, it felt like everything was going too well at Chelsea, and we were just waiting for something to come out that, may potentially try to derail the football club. I don't think it will derail us, but this is obviously major news. Obviously, best wishes to Mudryk, and hopefully things will be cleared up one way or another as soon as possible. but I do genuinely believe him. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. News that we weren't expecting. Let's hope this is resolved as quickly as possible and that Mudryk is back on the pitch playing for us again and being available as soon as he can. But that is the latest on Mykhailo Mudryk, a big breaking news story. I'm sure there'll be further developments throughout the coming days and weeks and whatnot as that B sample comes back and the process that we have to go through. But at the end of the day, the club believe him. He's put out a statement saying he's never knowingly done so. So, you know, anyone else is just purely speculating as to what's happened here. And, you know, until proven otherwise, I fully back him and I fully believe him. And that's my thoughts on it, guys. So smash the like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Up the Chelsea and peace out.